If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
Imagine if you wake up every day with $84,600 in your bank account. And every day, at the end of the night, it's gone, whether you wasted it or not. And then the next day, you get another $84,600. You would do everything in your power to spend it. But you don't want to leave nothing there. You'd make the best of it, right? You get 84,600 seconds. Why waste time? Doesn't carry over to the next day. It doesn't earn interest. Now, take every day and every moment and make something of it. Make something positive.
Nobody is going to choose you. You're going to choose yourself. And if you get a wild idea and you see what it is in your life that you want to become, then if you want that more than anything else and you're passionate about it and it gets you up in the morning, you'll arrive there. But just remember, you're going to have to change a lot to get there. And arriving at that future, man, every single day means if you go all in, then you'll make the right choices for yourself on a regular basis, because nobody else is going to do that for you when you see that future and no one else can see it. I've done it enough times in my life where people look at me like I'm crazy, and to them, I am, because I'm unpredictable. And yet, you choose yourself every day, you get good at it.
If you're having a good day, do what needs to get done. If you're having a bad day, do what needs to get done. If you're feeling real happy, do what needs to get done. If you're feeling sad and down in the dumps, do what needs to get done. You see, we all have thoughts and feelings, good days and bad days. Some days doing what needs to get done feels like a breeze. It feels like the easiest thing in the world. And the people that stay the same month after month, year after year, only do what needs to get done on the days where it's easy. They don't perform on the shit days. They just have a shitty day. And you can either just have a shitty day, or you can have a shitty day and do what needs to get done, so that no matter what, you wake up on the next day a little bit closer to where you want to be.
I think it's just giving yourself permission to suck. It's giving yourself permission to be unhappy. It's giving yourself permission to not achieve while you do for a long period of time. It's giving yourself permission to lose friends. It's giving yourself permission to do things that's different than people in your social circle or your age group are doing. Giving yourself permission to be an exception so that you can become exceptional.
Each day, just trying to be better. Each day, just trying to take the next best step. Understanding that things will work out. You know, it might be tough, but things will work out. You might feel lost, but things will work out. You know, you might feel lonely, but things will work out. Always remember that when you're going through tough seasons, that things will work out.
Don't give up. I know this sounds simple, but don't give up. If you go to bed with it and you wake up with it and you can't shake it, you go get a job and that dream is still in the back of your head. You're working for somebody else, but that dream is still in the back of your head. If it's in you and you can't shake it and you dream about it, and when you want to walk away from it, you still dream, that's God telling you to keep going.
People don't really realize what it takes to win. The difference between 90% and 100% is lifetimes. It's like the difference between good and great, it is underestimated by most humans. It's like, if you want to be good, you can be talented and be good. I'm telling you, it's like, it's not easy. but it is really simple to change your life.
Life can get really tough, and we just need to remind ourselves that things will work out. You know, maybe not at the speed or in the way that we want, but things will work out. And that's what faith is. Not seeing the end and trusting that you'll get to where you need to be. You'll get to where you need to be when you need to be there. You just gotta believe.
You have to work on yourself, and you have to have an unstoppable attitude, and no excuse is acceptable, and you got to make it a priority, a non-negotiable in your life, and hold a constant vision of what it is you want to achieve, see it accomplished, and go all out. Find a way to win. In spite of the setbacks, in spite of the disappointments, in spite of your failures.
Do you realize that while life is supposed to be lived, we spend most of it planning to live it?
Discipline your thoughts. Stop thinking too much. Don't go into the past. Don't go into the future. Be in the present. Why? Because only then it's possible that the mind is free, the capacity is free, and now you can completely immerse into whatever you are doing. And this means you have arrived. You have arrived. That's it.
Hold yourself accountable, because in the end, it's not just about achieving your goals. It's about building trust and respect within yourself. Stop saying you're going to do something and then not do it. You're only hurting yourself. Every broken promise chips away at your self-respect, and one day you'll realize how much you lost. Don't wait for that realization. Start now. I'm rooting for you to win.
Have the balls to look in the mirror and say, I am not what I could be. It is me, not them, not my parents, not my teachers, not my boss, me. I am not doing what I could do. I am not trying as hard as I can try. I am doing less than I know I'm capable of, and I don't have an excuse. I have just made poor decisions, and the minute you do that, you have just opened the door to being better. You have just taken control of your life. Now you can make better decisions. It was you that messed it up. Now it's going to be you that fixes it.
First step before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it.
Found that you can achieve almost any goal you set for yourself if you simply take it one step at a time.
Because I want you to realize that you can be, and more than likely are, your worst enemy. And you like to pin the fault on everybody outside of yourself as to why you are not making progress. But let me tell you something. The real enemy that's in the way of your progress is yourself.
If you do the thing in spite of being fearful of doing the thing, that is courage. And if you don't do the thing, even though you felt like doing the thing, that is cowardice.
When you feel like giving up, don't. When you thinking about giving up, don't. When it look like you ain't gonna make it, keep going. When they tell you you can't, come on, man, who are they? Don't believe them, man. Don't believe them. You got to be relentless.
Talking to you, you're going through a storm right now. And I want you to know, whatever you're going through right now, if you can just muster up enough strength to hold on and hold out, if you do not quit, if you do not give up, it's coming, baby. You just keep on keeping on. And if you persevere, I'm telling you, trouble don't last always. Every storm that's come, it will pass.
Don't you ever let people place their impossibilities on your life. Sometimes the people closest to you that will support you the least. And it's not because that they don't love you. It's because that they ain't never seen it, done it. They're oblivious to it. Some people are too close to you to see your greatness, so please stop going to what's familiar in the proximity to get validation of your gift. But some of us, we go into the people closest to us expecting them to see it, and they never done it. Stop taking advice on how to be successful from people who have never been successful.
Winning isn't once what I thought it was. I found it to be much more complex than our traditional definitions of success. A lot of people fall to their knees in tears after a big accomplishment, partly due to joy and gratitude, but a lot of what you see is relief and even fear. It's a crucial moment in a person's journey where you need to ask yourself what winning means to you. Otherwise, you get stuck in a hamster wheel, chasing a potentially non-existent result. What I've found is that winning doesn't happen on show day. It happens in early mornings, painful workouts, long cardio sessions, hungry nights. It happens in those moments of fear we all have when faced with a difficult goal, and then more so, what you make of that fear.
You are going to suffer. It is going to be hard. It is going to take all of your energy. It's going to kick you in the face 1,000 times. You're going to be demoralized. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be angry. You're going to be bitter sometimes. This is why it's so important to build yourself into someone who can execute regardless of what your mood is, regardless of what your circumstances is, because if you can execute when things are up and everybody else bails and everybody else quits, what kind of advantage does that give you over the long haul? It gives you a tremendous advantage. And if you can become the kind of person that cannot be stopped by outside circumstances or going through a tough time or being in a bad mood or being unmotivated, how can anyone beat that?
You being impatient and taking shortcuts is not going to create the thing you want anyway. Like, what's going to happen? You think there's a shortcut? You think I'm going to tell you some trick? You think I'm going to give you a tidbit that, like, it's just not how it works. Building anything meaningful takes time. So what are you going to do differently?
Life is hard, and some of us made it harder on ourselves. But that is not a reason to quit. That's not a reason to stop trying. That's not a reason to quit reinventing and becoming the best version of you. No, decide today that you're not going to let what is happening or what has happened stop you from being the best you. Don't give up on your family. Don't give up on you. Don't give up on your dreams, and don't give up on your plans. Make the decision. Keep going. It'll be worth it in the end.
There is no such thing as failure. Failure is just life trying to move us in another direction. Now, when you're down there in the hole, it looks like failure. And when you're down in the hole, when that moment comes, it's really okay to feel bad for a little while. Give yourself time to mourn what you think you may have lost. But then, here's the key. Learn from every mistake. Don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes happen to everybody. Everybody makes a mistake. You're not special because you make a mistake. There's no big deal to making a mistake. It's all in the recovery. It's all in the recovery. Most people don't recover from a mistake. If you want to differentiate yourself, get the blessing of the lesson, get up and move on.
Life, we must choose our regrets. In an existence where opportunity cost is baked in, so that means that fundamentally, regrets are an unavoidable part of being a human. But what does it mean that you have to choose your regrets? Well, if regrets are inevitable, an easy way to look at a decision is, rather than which do I want to do, which regret could I live with?
You believe you're worth it. You'll never out-earn your own self-worth. You'll never out-earn your own self-image. And if you don't think you're worth it, no one else is going to think you're worth it. It was the very first decision I made. And when I decided to go all in on me, it's so crazy how everything started to change.
Feeling stuck is a signal that you've stopped growing. That's it. What actually will get you feeling like you're not stuck is having something in the future that you're looking forward to. Learning anything gets you back in touch with a fundamental need. It makes you start to feel like things are moving. And from that place of feeling a little bit more empowered, you'll be able to make better decisions about what big things need to change in your life.
Imagine this. If every single day you wake up a little bit earlier and you start to prime your day, instead of letting your day run you, you run your day. All of a sudden you can walk through your day with ease. You get through the fear and you walk in faith. Your mind is in a position where you're so clear, you have energy, and you can make decisions effectively. All it takes is a simple set of daily habits that you never miss on, and automatically your life gets substantially better. Start today.
If you are insecure, guess what? The rest of the world is too. Do not overestimate the competition and underestimate yourself. You are better than you think.
I say chase your dreams, man. Do that thing, man, that keeps you up at night. That thing that bothers you, man, that makes you trip. You can't quit thinking about it. You wake up in the middle of the night, you got a new idea. That's what you got to chase. Because anything else, it's going to disappoint you. I would hate to die and never do the thing I was born to do.
Your brain will tell you to give up. Your brain is a predicting machine, so it wants certainty. Giving up is certain. So in that moment, brain's going to tell you that it's easier to give up. But if we're really honest with ourselves, the greatest discomfort of all is living with this feeling inside that you're not living the life you're meant for.
If you keep up your present disciplines and keep up the present pace that you're on, where will you be in 5 years? Boy, it's easy to say, hey, I haven't really thought about that. So now make this note. In 5 years, here's the probability. You will either arrive at a well-designed destination or an undesigned destination. Well-designed or undesigned. And I promise you, 5 years from now, you really don't want to arrive at an undesigned destination. Because you may very well wind up wearing what you don't want to wear, driving what you don't want to drive, living where you don't want to live, maybe doing what you don't want to do. Simply because you didn't design a better destination.
If you don't develop simply the ability to get up when you said you would, to eat what you said you would, to exercise because you said you would, to talk in a way to your kids that's patient because you said you would, you will never have the self-confidence to succeed in any environment. You won't.
You don't need to have everything figured out to start improving your life. Everyone looks for the exact formula to transform into their ideal self. You don't need the exact formula. You honestly don't even really need to know who your ideal self is. You just need to know what to do today in order to wake up a better person tomorrow.
You'll never be as young as you are right now. Don't wait to do shit. The time is now. Everyone knows this old quote of the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. And there's lots of things that you probably wish that you did 10 years ago. Lots of things that you probably think, oh, I'm too old to do now. And these are, once again, all limitations because you are the youngest that you're ever going to be today.
Your days are going to pass regardless. This whole week, this whole next week, whether you can slack off or if you really push it, the time is just going to pass. So this time, you got so much of it, and it's just rushing away. So, it's up to you. If the time is going to pass anyway, I think it's worth it to at least try to do something cool.
Self-love means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing them all the time just to please other people. Too many of us, including myself and maybe you, will sacrifice our own needs, what we really need in our life, just to please other people, not to inconvenience them, not to make them uncomfortable. Maybe what you need to do is really pursue that dream you have right now, but you're not doing it because you don't want to make the people around you uncomfortable. Don't sacrifice your own needs just to please other people. That is not a form of self-love.
Ask what they should do as if it's some sort of mystery. The fact is, the true separator between progress and stagnation is the action taken on the simple things that are right in front of you.
If you want to be in a life that is full of equanimity, equanimity means the calmness of the soul, and a life that is full of peace, you need to be here now, focusing on what you can control.
Not focused on the future, but focused on what you can do today. And by natural law, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. The universe will give you exactly what you deserve. Don't live a life of misery by living in the past or living in the future, but live a life of peace and equanimity by being here, right now.
You are getting through everything you're going through. I just want you to give yourself some credit right now. Like, you are literally getting through everything you're going through.
No matter what's going on in your life is not permanent. Everything is going to change.
It takes courage to be successful. It is far easier not to be successful. Misery will always have company. Success breeds contempt. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in.
One thing is for sure, I feel that I had the power to create my own destiny. I try to visualize every single thing in my life, not only believe it, but really feel it with every cell in my body. And I just want to send a message out there to every young person. Be in the present moment. Forget about what happened in the past. Future is something that is just going to happen. But if you want a better future, you create it.
You got to come at it with that whatever it takes mindset. I don't care what I have to go through. I don't care who hurts me, who leaves me. I'm going to do whatever it takes to become the person that I was meant to be. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my family in a better situation.
You've got to bet on you. You believe in everybody else, you clap for everybody else, you support everybody else. But when are you going to look in the mirror and believe in the darn person you see? It's about time for you to believe in you, because you've got it.
You are already enough. And once you can fully accept who you are and where you are, it allows you to navigate where you're going so much easier. Instead of feeling like, I'm not enough until I achieve this thing. I'm not enough until I get this person. My self-worth is in this external thing. No, your self-worth is right here. It's rooted within you.
Never regret making a decision you thought would make you happy, but it didn't. Never blame yourself for things you did that you thought would change your life, but it ended up not working out. You should be proud that you had the courage to give it a try. Not many people have that inside of them. Every experience taught you something valuable. Don't give up now, because everything is leading you to where you need to be. You only need two things in this life: clarity on your goals and an unwavering commitment to make them a reality. Show yourself that you're capable of doing something that's worth doing. Push your limits and improve fundamental aspects about who you are. Build something meaningful. Live a life that makes you proud. Most people never make any progress because they spend too much time learning and not enough time taking action. Show them you're different. Be so consistent that people think you're crazy, and watch how your life will change.
In order to achieve the future you aspire, you must be willing to walk away from the present that you desire. I cannot achieve the future I aspire to unless I'm willing to give up the things that I desire right now.
You are responsible for the things that happen in your life. You're the agent of what is good and what is bad. And when something bad happens to you, your natural tendency will be to look out in the world and blame this person, blame your mother, your father, your wife, your boss. But in fact, there's always a kernel of yourself that is to blame for what happened.
I may not understand this situation that I'm going through, but it's not my job to understand it. It's my job to embrace it. There is a big difference. I think a lot of people fall into the trap of always trying to understand what's happening to them instead of just embracing it, right? Because when you try to understand things that are not meant for you to understand, that's where a lot of unease comes from. That's where a lot of suffering comes from. But when you just shift into the mindset of, I'm going to embrace everything that comes into my life with an open mind, an open heart, a positive perspective, then you can really extract the lessons and the wisdom and the growth from that situation.
If you will change, everything will change for you. Wow, I took that to heart. And sure enough, the more I changed for the better, the more I changed from having a poor day to a good day, from lack of discipline to discipline. The more my life changed, my income changed, everything changed.
It's scary because it's unfamiliar, not because you're incapable. All the worry, all the nervousness, the concern, it means that you care in ways that you never have before. And if you care, then it's worth following through. Don't shy away from the challenge, don't play small. Lean into the growing pains and give yourself grace as you become someone who's done things that you've never done before.
Yes to the adventure. Like, life is an adventure. Say yes to the adventure. And the adventure might be, you know, I'm going to take the path least traveled. The adventure might be, I'm going to quit my safe job and go do this thing that I've been meaning to do and wanting to do, that I've been called to do, that I feel like I have a duty to do. Because life is a journey. It's an adventure. It's an experience. And if you want to grow old and have stories to tell and experiences to share and wisdom to bestow onto others, it's not just a matter of age, because someone who gets old but has played it safe has no wisdom, has no stories. And so I say yes to the adventure.
My definition of happiness is really getting up every day, going from thing to thing to thing that you absolutely enjoy and get energy from, right? And that is easier said than done, because it requires you to spend a lot of time understanding you, understanding the things that are taking energy from you, and then putting in the time and effort to evolve or change them so that they deliver energy rather than pull from you. But it's really, truly where you're going to find true happiness.
So many people say they want a big life, but very few people are willing to do the work that it actually takes to get there, to build the skill. I just became rather fascinated by that. Anybody want to know what is it? Yeah. It's this thing called fortitude. It's when you have courage to make the call that could change it all, to show up big, and resilience to make it happen. It's a next level of your emotional mastery.
Something shows up in your lifetime and you are ignoring it. You are avoiding it. You're trying to run away from it. And you face it. You face the anger, you face the fear, you face the jealousy, you face the pain, you face what you don't like, you face the fact that you are out of your comfort zone. Why? Because you know that once you have overcome it and find a solution for it, it's solved for this lifetime.
If you tell your friend tomorrow, 9 a.m., I'm going to meet you at the gym, you're going to be at the gym at 9 a.m. just because you don't want to let him down. But if you tell yourself tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm going to be at the gym, you're not going to show up. You're going to be late. Why? Because it's you.
It's you against you. You against you. And if you misunderstand that, you have a real problem.
Successful people are the opposite of what most people are. Most people, they believe they got to know everything before they go. Successful people understand that they will learn along the way. And so you have to realign your mindset. You have to be willing to step outside into an area you might not be an expert at. Take the initiative to start learning what it takes to be an expert at that. And then eventually you will make enough mistakes. You will do enough good things. You'll never become an expert. You'll never become a high earner. You'll never become one of these people that kicks ass by waiting to learn more information.
The great gatekeeper of your happiness is your mind. In being aware of what you are thinking at all times and how your mind reacts, in being able to have thoughts and then step back and think about, why did I have that thought? What is your mind doing? That is the next level of awareness, that then now you begin to be aware of all aspects of your entire existence.
Preparing to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Scheduling time to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Making a to-do list for the thing isn't doing the thing. Telling people you're going to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on the obstacles in the way of you doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Fantasizing about all of the adoration you'll receive once you do the thing isn't doing the thing. The only thing that is doing the thing is doing the thing. And I love this insight that you can dress it up however you want. The work just needs doing.
You have to sacrifice. Greater the sacrifice, greater the reward. This is so true. So once you find yourself, you will find your creativity and you will find the true purpose. But first, you have to be willing to go through these sacrifices.
Like the outcome ain't that deep to me, right? I'm more so of like the process of self-improvement. At the end of the day, you got to ask yourself the question, what fulfills you? When you put in work, when you prepare, when you give everything you got to something, the process of self-improvement, even if it doesn't go the way you want it to go, you still have something to hang on to, knowing that you put some pride into the process of it.
Instead of being afraid to fail, instead of trying to avoid failure, instead of being embarrassed when you fail, start to understand that failure is a 100% requirement for people to be successful. And every single time you fail, every single time you stumble, every single time you make a stupid mistake, audit that, take the lesson, put the skill in your tool belt, and then the next time that situation arises, you know what to do. And this is the thing that people never get because they're too afraid to start in the beginning.
When doors close, that's simply God telling you he got another door he wants you to walk through. Then why don't you stop beating on that door and turn away from the door and walk up the hall? This is the hallway of life. The hallway of life got more doors. You got to turn up the hall, and there's a bigger door with your name on it. But if you stay there banging on that door, what would it be? And I wish it had a shoulda, coulda, woulda. Hey man, stop all that. Walk up the hall and go see what else God got for you.
It's the most important key to success. I think it's hunger. It's not getting satisfied. Anyone you respect who's achieved at the highest level, intelligence is an incredibly important distinction and a valuable thing to have in life. But I always tell people, you can find so many intelligent people that can't fight their way out of a paper bag. What matters is hunger.
Do you actually want to do this or not? Do you actually want to do this or not? Because if you actually want to do it, what's going to stop you? Nothing. And if you don't really want to do it, what's going to stop you? Just about anything that comes up. Just about any obstacle that gets in your way becomes an excuse. It becomes a reason. It becomes a rationale for not proceeding down that path.
Will, at some point, you will get in your way at some point. And that's fine. It's not about that. It's about how you handle the adversity when that stuff presents itself. But when you do, it's how do you deal? How do you adjust? How do you pivot? How do y'all make sure that y'all align? And how do you keep your eyes on the prize?
How to turn nothing into something. First, to turn nothing into something, you start with ideas and imagination. Now, it's hard to call ideas and imagination nothing. So to turn nothing into something, you start with ideas and imagination. Interesting. Ideas that become so powerful in your mind and your consciousness, they seem real to you even before they become tangible. Imagination that is so strong that you can actually see it. You can actually see it.
The difference between successful people and non-successful people is here. You have to change this. So if you're at a place in your life and you ain't happy with it, you have to change some things. But you have to make a conscientious decision that you're going to change. And it's not dependent on anybody else.
Stop letting people define you. You're gonna run into people that's friends, family, associates. They ain't winning life. They gave up on their dreams. Their dreams ain't work out because they ain't worked their dreams. but y'all don't let them tell you that y'all can't work your dreams. All of y'all got a shot. Be mindful of the information that y'all take in from losers. There's a lot of losers out here. A lot of losers, a lot of people that gave up on their dreams. A lot of people that don't love themselves. Just because they don't love themselves, don't let them put that energy on y'all, the insecurities and the fears on y'all. Y'all got a shot out here.
When you look at someone and you say that man or that woman has something that I don't have, you're telling yourself a justification as to why you can't do it. You're talking yourself out of it. They didn't have that ability either. They got it from showing up every day and executing, and especially when they don't feel like it.
Don't let anybody ever tell you you're not good enough, okay? And so many young people think that they can't, or they don't have the potential, or if somebody else is better, forget everything about it. I mean, if you really want something bad enough, if you really, really want something bad enough, you'll figure out a way to get there. And I really believe if you want something bad enough, you can will it to happen.
When the going gets tough, quitting should never be an option. In every project, there's escape hatches. And if you don't bolt them closed when the going gets tough, boom, away you go. If you're going to quit, quit when you're at your peak, when you're very, very successful. But don't quit because you're tired of paying the price. If you pay the price, the reward is going to be that much sweeter.
I'm going to say this loud enough for the people in the back. You know when your life's going to change? When you stop pressing rewind on the things that need to be deleted from your life. When you stop hanging on to the things that you know you need to let go of. Let me tell you this. Moving on isn't always about knowing where you're going. It's about knowing where you're no longer stand and what you refuse to go back to.
Do you keep saying to yourself, I'm not ready to do that yet? If so, I want you to ask yourself, what would make you feel ready? Is there actually something specific that would help you to feel more prepared to do the thing that you need to do? Or are you waiting for something that's impossible? Are you waiting to be sure that you'll never make a mistake, that everyone will like what you do, that you won't experience uncomfortable emotions? So you're waiting for something that's impossible. I want you to ask yourself, how long am I willing to wait before I accept that this will never happen, and then I'm going to do it anyways?
No matter how hard you try, you're not going to be liked by everyone. So just be you. If they like you, great. If they don't, even better. Embrace your uniqueness. It's your greatest strength. Because the only person you need to be in order to live your best life is yourself. And that's it.
How happy are you? Well, it's your quality of life minus envy. That's how happy you are. And it's easy to look at everyone else and how they're doing and not take pleasure in what you have. You can't have an easy life and a great character. It's not the pursuit of happiness. It's the happiness of the pursuit, the journey or the destination. It's who you become on the journey.
Like, we're all going to go through a transitional period at one point or another in our lives, right? But the word that comes to mind when I hear transition is uncertainty, right? Uncertainty, transition, uncertainty. Faith functions best in moments of uncertainty, right? Faith functions best in moments of uncertainty.
Official. We are already halfway through 2024, and I know it feels like, but nonetheless, the question you have to ask yourself is, what have you accomplished so far? Have you made any progress towards the goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of the year? Do you even remember them? Here's a cold hard truth. If you can't point out at least 3 concrete actions you've taken to accomplish your goals in 2024, I'm sorry to tell you, but you've most likely wasted the first 6 months of the year.
I mean, just sitting around dreaming someday I'm going to get a different job. Someday I'm going to change this. Well, someday ain't a day of the week. You know, we don't leap tall buildings in a single bound. We take it a floor at a time.
It's yours.
It's yours to drive. Get up in the morning, write down what you're going to do in a day. Be happy on your way to your job, even if you don't like it. You got to be happy on your way to happy. Don't think you're going to get there and be happy. You carry yourself with you.
Go do something. Do the best thing that you can think of. Put the best plan you have into practice. It's not going to be perfect, and it will change along the way. But it will change partly because you become disciplined pursuing the path. And as you become disciplined, you become wiser. And as you become wiser, you become able to formulate better and better plans.
85 to 90% of life is just showing up. Show up. If you show up, there's a chance something could happen.
You have to make mistakes. You've been there, you feel it, you understand what it is, and then you have that time to adjust. That's why losing in life is so important. Whether it's getting dumped, getting fired, losing a game, loss. Those feelings where things didn't work out your way, that's important because it lets you know this is the bad feeling that comes when it goes wrong, and you improve, and then it makes the good feelings of victory all the better.
Are born into greatness, and all too often we get resigned into mediocrity because of the toxic information around us. And maybe it's the people around us, and maybe it's the information that we consume. Feeding your fire is the process and the habit of consistently only allowing the most useful information into your orbit. Feeding your fire is a protection mechanism or an idea, which is you can't inspire people if you yourself are de-inspired. Feeding your fire is all about doing whatever it takes on a daily basis, because your days are your life in miniature, and as you live each day, so you handcraft your life.
At the end of every day, you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, and you do that for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, how much better are you going to be? Are you getting better every single day? That's the question. And it's just taking small steps. You don't try to get it all done in one day, in 1 week, in 1 year. It's the process of getting better every day and doing that for a period of years that then create the masterpiece.
A few simple disciplines practiced every day. Eliminate the errors and replace it with disciplines practiced. I'm telling you, you can start this process of life change immediately. After today, you don't ever have to be the same again. Only by choice.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.